We are at 12 Bridgestone Way in the Carter Grove community right here in Cartersville, Georgia. And this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with upgrades you usually only get after someone's lived in the house and figured out exactly what it needs. Now, this house is listed at $569, and I am going to take you on a full tour. Now, someone's going to ask me, what school district is this? Well, this is the City of Cartersville School District, all City of Cartersville. So if you are ready, I'm going to start out by telling you 3 things that I love about this house, and then 3 things you need to know. First, we have a 2-story living room with a beautiful fireplace, beautiful floors, and then the kitchen, y'all. When we get in there, you're going to see lighting, you're going to see quartz countertops, and I bet you fall in love. And then the third thing I'm going to say that you're going to love is the garage right there. Now you're like, why am I going to love the garage? Well, it's because that they did some work to it to make sure if you have a big truck, you can get it in. And then they also added a section to the side of the house so that you can park. So plenty of parking. And then 3 things you need to know is this home was built in 2019. So you're getting all the modern construction that you need, but with all the upgrades you want. Upstairs, we have a loft area that's a perfect little nook if you need someplace to study or a little office area. And then the third thing I'd tell you is that we are in a subdivision, the Carter Grove subdivision, and it's close to everything in Cartersville, including restaurants. And then right here in the subdivision, at the very end, I'm going to show you a little bit of the amenities because we are almost at pool season time. So, you know, I like to start out by showing you, well, what's it going to look like whenever I pull out my driveway? What's my view from outside? So let's just swing the camera around. So I'm in the driveway. I do want to go ahead and show you this little area right here, because I do think it's great, especially if you have more people you want to entertain, because you got the perfect place over here. And then you can already see that that backyard is fenced. All right, so let's get back around here. So this home, you know, being for sale right here in Cartersville, Georgia, is great in that everything's ready, and if you need to be able to move in quickly, you can. And Bartow County is one of those places where so many people are moving in that sometimes that's what you're looking for. All right, so let's go ahead and get started going in. Now, I hope the first thing you notice as you come in is that light fixture, and we're going to go a little bit closer so you can go ahead and see it right there. And then I love these floors. And then you're going to see right here you've got the dining room. And then we've got a good size closet that's also goes up under the stairs. Guess I could get the light on for you. So plenty of space there. So, and then as we go into the kitchen, I do want to go ahead and mention that we've got plantation shutters throughout this home. So we get lots of natural light coming in. And then a lot of the lighting has been upgraded. So as we come in here to the kitchen, you can already see those pendant lights. Let's see if I can. We've got under the counter lighting. We're going to go out there here in a second, but I just want to get all the lights on here for you. Lights. But looky there. Aren't those gorgeous? And then the countertops are quartz. And you can kind of see the pattern in them. You've got the farmhouse sink. New dishwasher. Of course, that gas stove makes cooking so much better. Got the vent hood. And just look how much countertop space you actually have, let me keep backing up. Of course, right there to my left is the microwave. And then you've got the refrigerator. Got a cute, perfect spot for a little coffee bar right there. And then, of course, you've got the view right here into the living room. And then as you come over this way, you're going to see that we have a guest suite right here. Or if you needed an office, a home office, this could be a great one. Lots of natural light coming in there. Let's take a peek at the closet, just see what kind of closet space we have. So there you go, back up. This one does have a level backyard. You can kind of see out the windows. And of course, we're going to go out there in a minute. You do have a full bath right here. That's what makes it such a great guest suite. And then this is where the laundry is. So you can see the floors in here. It's really good size. Got a small little broom closet right there. And then let's take a peek in the garage. Because the garage, this is where originally it was too small. So you would have had two smaller garage doors. But they wanted to be able to get a truck in, and it was just too narrow. So they had it reconfigured and redone. So now it doesn't matter how big your truck is, it would fit in width-wise, or two small cars. But much better options for a lot of us that have SUVs and trucks and things like that. All right, then we do also have another closet right here, just right off the living room. But let me just get one more look at that kitchen, because I do think it is gorgeous. And then there's that stacked stone fireplace with gas. And then as we come up the stairs, you're going to see that they put new railing in to kind of tie it all together. So let me get you a view from up here. So you can see the paint looks great. Plantation shutters. Of course, with it being built in 2019, nothing is very old in the house. And then if we keep on going upstairs, this loft area is fun because it's some good space. Like you can see, let me see if I can back up this way first. You can see that would be a great nook if you wanted to have a little desk and computer. And then here you've got this window seating, and this opens up to give you just a little bit of storage underneath there. And we all know we need storage all the time. And then you can see the floors here match downstairs. So a really nice space up here. All right, so on this side, we've got the secondary bedrooms. We've got another little closet, and then we've got this one. You got a good sized closet, a little bit of, obviously, oh wow, that's kind of fun. A little bit of space in here. Could definitely, oh, a little one would love that. Fun. I actually had not seen that before. I'm glad I checked that out. Oh, let me make sure I turn that light off. Yep, I did. All right, so plantation shutters up here too, so easy to let that natural light in. Then we have a full bath here. I love that striking countertop. And there's the floors. Just kind of a good size. And then if we go out, so this one is the next secondary. Same thing, good size closet. Kind of goes back a little bit. Carpet looks good. Let me show you the carpet because you might be like, what's that carpet look like? So it's a light beige. And then, like I said, on the other side of the little reading nook, we've got the owner's suite. Now you've got plenty of space here. Got some gorgeous windows in that's letting in plenty of natural light. Just take a little peek out the backyard while we're up here. There we go. Can see it a little. Yep. We'll walk around out there in a minute, but you can see that this is some good square footage in here. That closet right there is just a small closet that you could lock if you wanted to, if you had, you know, something that you didn't want easily accessible. But don't fear, we have a great size owner's closet coming up. I like that shelf right there. There's the tub. Shower looks great. Then as we come around this way, you're going to start to see the double sinks. And then you've also got the section right here, like if you needed a little dressing area. And then you've got a linen closet. It's kind of normal size. Of course, you got your water closet over here. And then as we come in, well, let me back up. I'm going backwards. As we come into the owner's closet, you can see we got some great shelves. We've got spots for hanging stuff. We got some storage up there. You can store shoes and purses. We got some drawers. Some more little shelving. And then, let's see what we have in here. Yep, it's floored in there, so plenty of storage in that side. And then over here, we've got some more shelving. We got one more area, just like on the other side. And you could have some Christmas presents in there if you needed to. All right, so like I said, up here, we've got the 3 bedrooms. And then downstairs was the 4th bedroom that we had. So you can see over here at 12 Bridgestone Way, you got some square footage and it's all usable. I love that it was built in 2019, but somebody has come in and done some of those upgrades that when you first get new construction, you won't. So it's just kind of ready for you. Now the neighborhood's not going to disappoint either. In fact, this is one of the few neighborhoods in Cartersville that if you wanted to play golf, there's a golf course kind of in the back. Now you'd have to join, or it is open to the public, so you can go over there and play. I've played a couple of times with my husband. So you can see we've got a nice area fenced in. Nice and level. Gonna have these trees that'll give you plenty of privacy, which is really nice out here. And then you've got the covered porch area. And then let's just walk a little bit. Check out just from this view. Of course, this is where we saw the extra little parking pad area. Just right over there. I don't know if you can see it or not. So this one is, like I said, in move-in ready condition. There is schools close by, really anything that you can need close by. And then as we kind of go look at the amenities, you're going to see that they have a pool, and then they have a kiddie pool, tennis courts, all that kind of stuff. So lots to see there. Let's just walk back out on the porch a minute. Take a little look out there. So here's the view right out your front door. All right, so let me hit a couple of things I want to make sure that you know about the area. First of all, I'm Jenny Smith with Jenny Smith & Associates at Keller Williams, and we love Cartersville. We primarily work in Cartersville and Adairsville, right here in the area, Bartow County, Gordon County, Paulding County. So if you're looking for a house, we would love to help you. Now, before we end this tour, I always like to get the drone out and show you the overview. I'm going to show you a little bit of the neighborhood, and then, like I said, if you want more details on this house or you want to come see it in person, all you have to do is reach out to us. We would love to show it to you.